Today on the channel, we got something wonderful. See what I did there? We've got Wun-Dar, the Mattel Creations Masters of the Universe Origins exclusive.
The spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here. Welcome back to the channel for another Masters of the Universe Origins unboxing and review. And today, from the Mattel Creations website, the exclusive Masters of the Universe Origins Wun-Dar. But for all your Masters of the Universe needs and a whole lot more not called Wun-Dar, hit up Big Bad Toy Store, link in the description below. And this one was He-Man Anxiety, we'll call this one. And I remember Turtle Anxiety, it was a thing. Buy the t-shirt, Pro Wrestling Tees. But apparently Masters Universe Origins Anxiety should be a thing now as well, as these did go up on the Mattel Creations website. I didn't think anything of it. I said, I'll stroll in there, I'll pick these up. The last couple of things from Mattel Creations that went up were not that hard to get. I didn't anticipate this to be hard to get. So I got in on about 10 minutes before showtime, we'll call it. Logged in, made sure everything was ready to go, and then 11 o'clock my time. Bam, time to order, see it in there. I said, okay, I'm going to put 3 in and go to checkout, hit submit order, and all sold out in 1 minute. I could not believe it. I did get totally iced out on this, but Kyle always has a plan. And luckily, I reached out to a couple days before old Midwest Wrestling legend Gage Octane, He-Man collector, G.I. Joe collector, Transformer collector, and good brother-in-arms. I said, hey, here's the deal. Let's just protect each other here. Why don't we both order 3 of these? That way, I need 2, you need 1. No matter what, if I get them, I can give you the one you need. If you get them, you can give me the 2 I need. Makes us have a better shot at all this. So let's just team up and do this. If we both end up with 3, I'm sure we can sell these to somebody. Somebody will need them sometime. He agreed to that pact, so that's what we did. Thankfully, that's why we're here today. He did come through. He did get his. It's just kind of rolling the dice there. We both were on at the same time trying to get it. He got 3, I got 0, but he helped me out with the 2 I needed. He kept the one for himself. So special shout out to old Gage Octane is being down in the trenches with me on this and helping me get these guys. So interesting times. I hope Mattel Creations gets better. I hope for upcoming San Diego Comic-Con. We do know we got the Revelations 2-pack of He-Man Skeletor. We also got the Zeus No Holds Barred set coming, both at the same time. I'm having flashbacks to last year. We'll see what happens. It'll be an interesting day on Mattel Creations website, so I guess stay tuned for more info on that. But today we're here to talk about Wun-Dar, and of course we're going to do this like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging, we're going to talk about it, we're going to unbox it, we're going to talk about it, we're going to see where it goes from there. And Wun-Dar, a lot of people call this one Wonder Bread He-Man, and that's kind of a myth, I guess, out there, because there really was no Wonder Bread He-Man as far as I'm concerned, as far as I've been able to figure out. Some of you guys know, some of you guys may not know, but bread is something I know a little bit about. Yeah, in my day job, I know a little bit about bread, and of course, I have talked to a lot of breadmen over my long career in business, let's just call it. But of course, I've talked to many an old Wonder Bread men later in their retirement years now, but a lot of them, if not retired already. But I've asked them about this, if they ever remember a promotion of any kind, anything like that. They have no idea what I'm talking about. So I'm fairly confident the Wonder Bread He-Man thing was never a real thing, even though some people do say it is still to this day. I don't think it is. Just talking to guys that lived it, guys that were there in the trenches, fighting in the stores back there in the early 80s, wasn't a thing. But Wun-Dar is definitely a thing, and we've seen him before in other Masters Universe toy lines, and we will do some comparisons with that later on in this video. But let's take a look at the packaging first. Of course, being a Mattel Creations exclusive, you do get the cool packaging, the outer shell packaging with these, and this is the same one. It's just reversed. They got the same thing both sides, as you can see, but very cool artwork of Wun-Dar there. I do like that. It makes this box feel a little bit more special for sure, and I definitely say, like Super 7, I would recommend hanging on to these guys. You never know when you might need them. And of course, I have my Wun-Dar that I'm keeping it on card. I have it in an MOC Masters protective case. Looking really good there, so I got that in that. Now here's the one we're going to open today. Of course, we'll open it up for science. We got to, right? But there's old Wun-Dar in the package. You can see Wun-Dar right there. Familiar packaging design. We know it. We love it. We've seen it for a long time. It always harks back to the 80s when I was a little kid going to Children's Palace, of course. Sears even, and Targets, things like that. These were all over the place back in the day. Not specifically Wun-Dar, but, you know, Masters Universe figures back in the day. The package is really cool. Got a little glamour shot up here, which we usually do not see, of course. I believe it says Modern Posing, Retro Play, of course. Lost Legend comic book in here. That's always nice. New for 2022. This one is unpunched, but the punch is just hanging on by a thread, so it's almost out of there. On the back, it looks like he jumped into a Golden Axe video game. He's got a bunch of skeletons going on, battling them out. Going really hard and fast and free against those skeletons. I gotta think we'll see those skeletons hopefully in the Origins line. That'd be another army builder for us, of course. But Wun-Dar throwing down there. No cross-sell as it is an exclusive, as we can see right here. Without further ado, let's get him out of the package. Let's see what all the fuss is about for old Wun-Dar. And oh man, there's fuss. People have been fussing about this Wun-Dar, especially me, especially the panic that set in when I got totally iced out on this one. Oh, there was panic, let me tell you. And I immediately texted old Mr. Octane and said, what are you doing? Did you get him? Did you get him? And thankfully he did. There's the package. Off to the races. See you later. Get my scissors out, cut him out of here. He is locked in a little bit. He's got his pack of weapons ready to go. There he is in the plastic prison. Looking only like a Wun-Dar could look in 2022. Yeah, there he is right there. Pull this out. Off to the races. Bam. See you later. Little twist tie mania around the arms here, locking him down, locking him in, off to the side. And then, of course, we've got his bag full of weapons. Got to have weapons if you're Wun-Dar. We got to have these things ready to go. And they're always so hard to get out of the pack. They're always so tightly wrapped in here, but we're going to cut those guys out. Looks like he's got a couple of weapons here. We're ready to go. There it is. Bam! Spider-Man style. See you later. Of course, we do get the comic book. We've seen the comic books many a times in all the Master Universe Origins. I really do enjoy that. He is, of course, the Lost Legend, is what Wun-Dar is. A legend in his own mind, some would say. And this feels like a thicker, longer comic book than the others. Maybe I'm dreaming, maybe not. Oh, we got a little Moss Man cameo in there. One of my most wanted Origins figures. Got to think Moss Man's coming either late this year, early next year. Mechanex's another one. We got to get all these characters out there. Hopefully they do come to us. We do get some weapons here, of course. We get the little blaster, very Zodak-esque. Of course, we do get the axe with the handle on it here. Different than the traditional axe he had, but close enough to be dangerous is what I would say. Some sculpt in this. Got some divots in the axe handle there. But besides that, all brown across the board on these. And then same with the sword. Like this sword because it just definitely feels different. The Grayskull type sword, wasn't this part of the Grayskull pack way back in the day? Some of these, I believe, were. But this is all brown once again. Would have liked a little extra color to this. This is an exclusive. Throw a little dab of color in here. That would have been nice, but is what it is. It holds true to the old one. So I think that's what they're doing. They're giving a love letter to the past is what's going on there. Now this one, definitely no different than the old Wun-Dar figure, as we get Reused City. I mean, this is one of the easiest figures you could ever make. You get the He-Man head. Instead of the blonde hair, you give him brown. Give him the brown loincloth, the brown shoes, or I guess black shoes. Off to the races. Give the black on the arm grips there, around his belt, and then you get Zodak's chest piece, colored black, and man, you're off to the races. You got a whole new character. And I always say it's all about getting the most out of your molds. Truly, Masters of the Universe really invented it in some degrees, but definitely took it to the next level compared to a lot of other companies. I mean, how much did they get the most out of their molds? And still to this day, getting the most out of their molds around the clock is what they're really doing. And it is what it is. I don't mind it. And it's funny when you're a little kid playing with these things, you don't really realize that. At least I never did. I didn't say, wait a minute, Skeletor and this guy, they got the same feet. They got the same hands. It just never crossed my mind. Just different times. And I got to be honest, I bet you a lot of little kids right now, they don't think that way either, because you're a little kid. You're more concerned about playing stuff than really breaking down everything about every single toy. And that's the way it should be. But it does look good, of course. You got, always looks like a W there, Wun-Dar. Wonder Bread, Wun-Dar, kind of makes sense. A little play on words. I'm sure you guys picked up on that. But I definitely don't hate this. I definitely didn't have the original one of these. I don't recall ever seeing that. I don't remember any of my friends having that. Just definitely a mystery. But I believe, as far as I'm concerned, as far as my research and investigation to old managers and old route guys, there was no Wonder Bread He-Man back in the day. Will he fit on a ringside collectible stand? I'm sure he will. Of course he will. Make sure you buy the Mattel stands and use discount code Kyle to save 10% at Ringside Collectibles. These truly are the best stands, obviously for your WWE figures, but also your Mattel Masters Universe Origins figures. They all fit like an absolute glove on these bad boys. A little comparison, of course, you get He-Man, traditional He-Man in the Origins line with the traditional head. You can see here a lot of reuse, and that's the way it is. That's the way it should be. That's the name of the game. And then, of course, we go to the Masters Universe Classics. Wun-Dar right here. Obviously, a very, very cool-looking figure. So you can kind of see the representation for the Classics line of Wun-Dar against the newest Wun-Dar. Now, will we get a Wun-Dar in New Eternia, the Revelations line? Will we see any of that in the future? I guess time will tell. Maybe we'll find out at San Diego Comic-Con 2022, or maybe we'll be surprised in the future. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. But what about you? How did you fare on that fateful day? Did you get Wun-Dar? Did he come in for you, or did you totally miss him like I did? Did you have a buddy that helped you out? Hopefully you did if you were in search of this one. But let me know in the comments down below. And of course, like this video. You made it this far. Subscribe to the channel. Turn the old notification bell on. Follow along on social media at SirPaul64 on Twitter, Instagram, _Kyle_Peterson, and ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. And then check out the Patreon. Link in the description below, where you can find this video and so many other videos much earlier. Bonus content, exclusive content, and giveaways as well. So for Wun-Dar and He-Man and Wun-Dar, I am Kyle, and I'll see you guys all real soon.